everyone. Hello. I know it's been 3 months and I'm so sorry about that. So, packed up with school and all that. I had no time to film an ASMR video. It's now the spring semester and I'm back in my dorm. I tried to film a few things over break, but I didn't bring my mic home, and I tried to use my headphone mic, and I couldn't get it to sound good, and I kept hitting the mic and whatnot. As you can see by the title, we are going to be reading John Winchesters Journal. This is set before Supernatural starts. Basically, it goes all the way up until 2005, which is when Supernatural starts. So I know John Winchester is not that good of a person. I actually hate him. Well, I hate older him. In the Winchester, he's fine for now until he turns into older Winchester, like John. So yeah, younger, okay, older, bad. But I'm gonna skip a little at the beginning. I'll read the first page, but after that, it's just I don't know how to explain it. It's not relevant. So we'll probably read for about a half hour, see where it's at, and yeah. So we start on November 16th, 1983. 1983. So, we went to Missouri and learned the truth, and from her, I met Fletcher Gable, who gave me this book and said, write everything down. That's what Fletcher told me, this new life is a school, and I'll flunk out of it if I don't have good notes. If I flunk out of this school, I'll be dead. And the boys will be orphans, so I'm going back to where this all started 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, my wife was murdered. I watched her die, pinned to the ceiling of Sammy's room, blood dripping onto the cradle until she burst into flames. Looking at me as she died. The week before that, we were a normal family, eating dinner, going to Dean's T-ball games, buying toys for baby Sammy. But in an instant, it all changed. I feel like I'm going crazy, like someone ripped both my arms out, plucked my eyes out. I'm wandering around alone and lost. I can't do it. I can't do anything. Mary used to write books like this one. She said it helped her remember all the little things about the boys. I wish I could read her journals, but everything else, they're gone, burned into nothing. She always wanted me to try writing things down. Maybe she was right. Maybe it will help me to remember, to understand. To remember, to understand. Fletcher seems to think so. Nothing makes sense anymore. My wife is gone. My sons are without their mother. The things I saw that night, I remember hearing Mary scream, and I ran, but then everything was calm, just for a second. Sammy was fine, and I sure had been hearing things. Too many horror movies, too late at night, but then there was the blood. And then I looked up, my wife, half our house is gone, even though the fire burned only for a few hours. Most of our clothes and photos are ruined. How could this be my house? My whole life goes up like that, so fast, so hot. How could my wife just burn up and disappear? I want my wife back. Oh God, I want her back. I thought at first that we would stay. Mike and Kate helped me take care of the boys at first, and Julie's been great too. But I tried to tell Mike what I think happened that night. He just looks at me. He just looked at me. This look, like he's sure I'm crazy. Okay, so like the rest of it's just his wife and like all that stuff. I'm gonna skip a little ahead. Sammy cries a lot, wanting his mom. I don't know how to stop it, and part of me doesn't want to. It breaks my heart. Remember her at all. I can't let her memory die. Before we continue, I want to say that this book is written by Alex Irvin. It's not like directly from Supernatural, but like it's about it, about John Dad's journal. Here's the cover. I think I already showed you, but yeah. Yeah. By the way, Mary died on November 2nd, 1983. Yeah. That's where Supernatural starts, kind of. Like, if you ever seen the show, it starts with that opening to that. This is just part prequel, part resource guide. John Winchesters Journal finally gives fans the ultimate companion book for Supernatural. It's all here: the exorcism, Sam and Dean used in the Phantom Traveler, John's notes on everything from shapeshifters to the Samuel Colt, Dean's first hunt, Sam's Pee-wee soccer team, one single-minded pursuit of growing and deadly evil. That's what this book is about. So yeah. Okay, let's continue. Let's see. Okay. I think this is his first, like, hunt monster thing. It's still November 16th, 1983. Or, yeah. I don't think it changed now. Okay. I haven't written anything in this long in my I never do again. Went to see Missouri for the second time, and I can't explain it. It's like we've been friends for years. She knew every detail, not just of my life, but also me, my thoughts, fears. She was the first person who didn't look at me like I was crazy when I told her my story. She just listened, and I nodded, and she told me she believed me. She also said if I wanted answers, I need to make a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice, blood sacrifice. So I pulled out one of my own fingernails, like I did that every day. She had a vision, and we found a bloody mess in the neighbor's house, along with words, "We're coming for the children. Children, we're coming for the children." I don't remember anything between that and finding Sam and Dean safe back at Jolie's. Thank God, but Jolie was dead. Something just tore her apart. Missouri found a tooth in her body. I tried to draw it, but I can't draw. I took the boys, said goodbye to Missouri, and got the hell out of Lawrence. If I never go back, it'll be too soon. Not for Dean, though. The first thing he wanted to know was when we could go home, but we don't have a home anymore, Dean. The sooner you get used to that, the better. We don't have a home until we find what kills your mother. First stop, Eureka. Fletcher said we start there. There's the drawing of the tooth. November 19th. I'm gonna write this down just as it happens, no matter how unbelievable, because if I can't believe it myself, myself if I can't rationally write down what I saw. How is anyone else ever going to believe it? Jacob showed up looking for the boys. I talked him into coming with me to this cemetery where I thought there might be some answers, and I got him killed. The hellhound, that's what Fletcher calls it, came out of a crypt and tore holes in him. Like I haven't seen any human being since Vietnam. Then H was there. I don't know who he is, but he saved my life. Like, I couldn't save Jacob's, but he wouldn't let me take Jacob to the hospital. He said Jacob was dying, and whatever we were looking for, it was keeping him alive, to prolong his suffering. I didn't want to believe him, but he'd been right about what happened until then. There was nothing we could do, H said, and God help me. I went along with him, and I stood there and watched while my car rolled into the quarry with Jacob dying, and all H said was, "Guess you got a new car." The cold-blooded bastard. I may learn from him, but I'll never like him. I'll never trust him. We started talking about demons, hellhounds, demons. I let Jacob die. Could I have saved him? Maybe not. Maybe. It was right, but I didn't even try. What am I becoming? I always tried to conduct myself so the boys asked me why I did something. I went up to lie to them. But what am I saying? They ever asked me about their Uncle Jake? November 20th. I killed a man in cold blood tonight. No, I killed a shape-shifting monster tonight. It would have looked like a man to any of those people. And Dean saw it happen. Dean, baby, he's only 4 at this time. I think. Yeah, he would have been 4. It looked like H and her. H took me out with. We were looking for a healer. A kind of something, not a man. It attacks, kills, then springs away before anyone can react. Spring yelled Jack. Jack the Ripper was a healer, according to H. But H is the same guy who had me roll Jacob into a quarry, still alive. He was going to die. I know he was going to die, but he was still alive. And then tonight, Dean walked out of the roadhouse right when I put the final bullet into the shapeshifter's head, and he said, "Why'd you kill him, Dad?" That makes me want to cry. Dean. How am I supposed to answer that? Because he wasn't a man, he was a monster who looked like a man. My boy walked out of the door and saw me shoot someone in the head. Maybe I'm the monster who looks like a man. Correct. Back up, write everything down. It said he was going to start showing me the ropes. There are people who want monsters. They have kind of a network moving through places like Bill and Ellen's roadhouse. We love Ellen. Bill is on her, and they have a little girl, Joe. I love Joe too. She's not much older than Sammy. The owners swap stories about what they've seen. Ellen's niece watched the boys. H took me and Ichi out looking for the shapeshifter. Barry, you know I would never leave the boys with the strangers I wouldn't trust. You know that, right? I would never. Okay, John. The boys. November 21st. The boys are with Bill and Elkin. I haven't spent a whole day away since Mary died. I could feel it in my hook in my gut, wanting to get back to them, protect them. But H says I need to talk to Mary again, and if he can make that happen, he goes on about demons. A demon called my wife, he says, and just expects me to believe it. But what he looks like to me is someone who let grief turn into a monster. Whatever happened to his wife, it doesn't excuse what he's done, and I can't let myself turn into him. I am not a hunter. Okay, John. I'm a husband and a father who wants revenge for his wife. There's what I wish I could say to Dean. Your brother is too young to understand any of this, but you're beginning to, and it scares you seen them, and that's my fault. I feel the darkness of the road I'm traveling on now. It's not a place for you. One day you'll see. I had to leave you today, but when I'm done, I promise you, the day will come when I never have to leave you again. Until then, I only pray that you're strong enough to look after Stan. One of us has to be. Yeah. November 24th. We're on the way to somewhere, H and me, but I'm the rookie, and I don't get to ask where. He says he's taking me to meet someone who's going to let me talk to Mary. But before that, we need to do a couple things. A hunter never passes up a hunt. Never. This is what H says. So tonight we took on a strange kind of undead thing. H said it was a revenant. Maybe. I don't know what that is. Yet I'll find out. People call it documented. He wanted to live forever, and when he couldn't make alchemy work, he turned into an organ theft instead. He kept himself alive by replacing each of his own organs as they failed one at a time, with organs harvesting from unlucky locals. According to H, this has been going on since 1816. The dog was trouble until he took him apart with a chainsaw after H burned the corpse of his most recent lesson. Burning the victim weakened the dog's by depriving him of the power he'd got from those organs. According to H, you can solve a lot of problems with gasoline in a match. I need to learn more about revenants. I need to learn more about everything. And there's a picture. November 25th. Today in a town called Blue Earth, Minnesota, I met a crazy priest who brought Mary to me. His name is Jim, but what he did wasn't like any church ritual I've ever seen, and I doubt he learned it in a seminary. He cut himself, and his blood turned into fire, but it didn't burn him. And then the fire turned into Mary. Mary. She said my name. I think she said some other things too, but hearing her voice say my name again, I can't describe it, what that was like, but it only lasted a few seconds, and then she turned into I don't know, like a black shuck, a devil dog, a hellhound. It spoke to me and said, soon will come to you. After it was gone, Jim looked at the hellhound's tooth. There was a number on it, 1127. 1127. Mary died at 1127. According to the police report, H and Jim agreed on the numbers were some kind of coordinate carved into the tooth. But what does it mean? What does it mean? But what does it mean? Written in blood. In old times in the West, people used to say, I put my hand and seal on a document when signing it. In the East, this was literal. In some cases, the Emperor of Japan in ancient days signed important documents by dipping his hand into blood and putting a full bloody handprint on the page. In the history of pacts with the devil, people were supposed to sign their name in blood. I've seen a couple of alleged pacts from earlier centuries, and neither, as far as I could tell, was signed in blood, though they do bear signatures of people. Blood undoubtedly stressed the seriousness of the signing. You were giving away your soul. The blood is the life. November 27th, 1,700 miles and 24 hours flat. Me and H handing the wheel back and forth from Blue Earth to Deep. Fletcher Cable, he showed us a map of cemeteries. Devil's Gate, he called them. Places where demons get through to our world. I don't know about demons, but the map was divided into sectors. The cemetery 112 and Zone 7 was in Hope, Colorado, near the Four Corners. I don't know what to explain what happened here. The foreign is at the edge of the town, full of dead bodies, hallucinations. We found the inn, and there was the hellhound, the black shuck, and it came to age like a spaniel. He said he didn't kill Mary, but demons involved. But they weren't demons, he said. I killed the dog, and then H changed his whole tack, that everything he'd done, even sensing the dog on me, was a way to get me to hunt. He said he wasn't H, he was something else in another's body, a man's body. All I could think about was shooting the shapeshifter outside of the roadhouse with teens as a witness. I killed H and then burned the hotel. I'm writing this at a rest stop on I-76 outside Julesburg. I killed H. And oh goddamn well hunt. Alright, I'll hunt and the boys will hunt, and we will find whatever killed Mary, and we will send it to hunt. Mary didn't want that deal. Just saying. And on the way, we will kill every monster and ghoul and ghost and demon and anything else. My boys will not grow up to experience what I have. They will not lose what I lost. November 29th. Oh yeah, there's that hound. November 29th. We're gone from Elgin. Where to? I don't know. Wherever I can learn what happened to Mary and kill whoever today. The hunters are out there. One of them must know something about what happened to her. I head back to the roadhouse first. Bill and Ellen will let us stay for a while. After that, who knows? Never been much for books then. I was never much for keeping a journal either. Things have changed. I started looking for old books like Fletcher had. Like I saw some of the hunters read at the roadhouse. I need to learn. Know your enemy. And I started digging around libraries. I'm collecting old police files, going through microfiche, looking for any fires urgent with similar MOs to our fire. I'm going to find this thing that killed my wife. And when I do, God forgive me. Another picture of England something. England 1577 scorch marks left on the church door known as Devil's Fingerprints. Okay, and that is where I'm going to end it. We will pick up on December 11th in the next part. I want to remind y'all that I really hate older John Winchester. He was garbage, a horrible dad, but we won't get into that. Yeah, so with that being said, if you are new here, please like the video, also subscribe. I will be trying to post more this semester, even though, or this year in general. I want to also a happy new year, happy 2023. I hope you all had a great New Year's, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. I love you all so much. Goodbye. Stay positive. Signing out.